Hello everybody, we're back here on TCG Card Shop Simulator, and this video right here is going to be talking about everything I learned from 100+ days of playing this game. As you can see, we're at day 111, and well, this is a lot of the main things that I learned throughout that journey. At least the stuff that I could think of in the last hour of like writing this stuff down and stuff like that. So we're going to go through a lot of it today, and obviously if there's something I missed that's a good tip, put it in the comments. And, you know, I'll try to, take notice of those, pin them, that type of stuff, so that you guys can really get a good idea of maybe some of the stuff I could have missed in this video. But the first thing that I learned from 100 days of playing TCG Card Shop Simulator is that Destiny packs give 2 times the chance of pulling ghost cards, which are some of the most sought after and expensive cards in the game. Once you unlock the Destiny set, which I believe the first one is like level 25 or something like that for the basic Destiny packs, these packs will give you twice the chance of getting a ghost card, which are expensive cards that look incredibly cool and are very, very tough to get. I think the odds are like 1 in 1,000 to get one in like a normal base set pack, like any of the 4 base set packs. And then the odds of getting one in a Destiny pack is 1 in 500. So doubles your chance of getting them. And, you know, they're some of the best cards in the game. They're some of the coolest. If you get the foils, they're some of the most expensive. So overall, just really good to open the Destiny packs if you're trying to get those ghost cards. Another thing that I learned is that if you're trying to just make as much profit as you possibly can, don't sell every single item in the store. Just sell the stuff that gives you the best profits. And in many cases, that is the boxes, especially stuff like the legendary box, where as you can see, I'm selling at around market price. And I'm still making $32, and if I were to mark it up by 10%, I'm practically doubling the money that I'm making here. So it's super, super nice. And then, oh, actually, I need to put that back. Let's just, yeah, there we go. But it's super, super nice, especially with stuff like this. I mean, the Destiny basic boxes, the basic Destiny boxes, that is crazy profit, $67 profit. And in a lot of cases, people will buy quite a few of these boxes compared to other high profit items like these plushies. So in many cases, it's much better to do stuff like the Destiny basic boxes, the rare Destiny boxes, or like the legendary base set boxes. Obviously, just go for whatever item is the highest profit margins at your current level. Pretty much any of these boxes will do, but you know, the ones I named off are definitely the best ones to do. Now, although board games do give very good profit margins, I mean, you more than double your money in most cases, people don't usually buy very many of them. So I tend to not focus on these heavily if I want to make a ton of money, because they just don't seem to sell as quick. A lot of times you want stuff that sells quick and still gives you a very high profit margin. Another thing that I've learned throughout this playthrough that quite a few people in the comments actually let me know is having too many tables can actually reduce the amount of sales you get during the day. It actually does reduce the amount of customers that are in your shop, therefore making it so less people buy stuff and more people are just sitting at the table for, you know, a few hours a day. You know, even though after they're done playing, they can go and buy stuff, it doesn't happen every single time. And it still does just take away from the amount of people that can come into your shop. I noticed the second I reduced my tables from 10 down to like 5 or less, I started getting like an extra 10 to 15 customers per day. And that really has improved my profits quite a bit. Another tip I would give you guys is open tons of packs if you want XP. Packs are crazy XP, and the more like high-end the pack, the better. For example, if the best pack you have unlocked is the legendary base set packs, open those because they will give you the most like high-value cards, therefore giving you the most XP, because all of the XP given from packs is based on the value of the cards in that pack. So you can see we got very cheap cards in those. We ended up getting 22 XP. We got even cheaper cards than that. We got 12 XP. Now, let's see if we can open a decently, like, valued card. And I guess that wasn't a very good example because the previous pack had more. But you get what I'm saying. Like, the higher value cards will give you more XP. And so I definitely recommend opening, like, the best pack you can at that time. And open a lot of them. Because not only are you going to get lots of XP, but you're also going to get lots of value out of them as well. You'll get a lot of expensive cards where you can choose to sell them if you'd like or keep them for your collection. And overall, it's just really good to open as many packs as you can, like as much as you can justify with how much extra money you have. Another thing that I learned from this playthrough that a lot of you guys in the comments told me about is these types of shelves right here. Using shelves that can hold more of a product is a much better way to go for profits, because what happens is a lot of times when a customer will go to buy stuff, they'll roll like, a certain number of items they're going to take off of that shelf. And the more items you have on the shelf, the more they could possibly buy. So if you have a shelf that only holds 4 boxes, they could only buy up to like 4 off of that shelf. But if you've got something like this that holds 8 of them, a customer could buy 8 of these basic Destiny boxes instead of like the max of 4 if you were using like a normal shelf like this. So I definitely recommend using as many of the shelves and like racks and stuff like that hold more. I can't remember what it's called, but there's one early on that you can get. This one right here, small cabinet. It holds up to 48 of each item, which would be like 48 packs if you were putting loose packs. Obviously, it's going to be less for like boxes, but buy whatever can hold the most items, because it's really going to help with like sales. You'll get a lot more people buying more items, and that will help your profits in the long run. Now, obviously, this is going to be a pretty obvious thing, but I figured I would mention it as well, just in case there's a couple people that may not know to do this. Sell all your duplicate cards. I open so many packs that it's hard for me to sell all of them. As you can see, I've got like 62 of that card. But, sell as many of your duplicate cards as you can, because the cards are nice passive money as you're going along selling other stuff. Like, people enjoy buying the cards in the game. Like, there's a ton of customers that will want cards. So definitely put up some cards, especially if you have some of the more expensive cards that are duplicate. Like, for example, if you've got some cards like this that are like $1,900 or $1,000 or, even $5,000 or whatever it may be, if you have duplicates of those, sell them immediately, because it's a nice little boost of money along the way. Another thing that I feel like a lot of people have been writing off as not worth it, when I think they are 100% worth it, is employees. A lot of people see the price tag of like $400 a day and they immediately are turned off by that. But I got to tell you guys, it's well worth it. If you want to have like the most efficient shop possible, hire these guys, Clark Cash and Angus Mick, because this guy stocks things really, really quickly. And this guy ends up checking people out super quickly. He is one of the best cashiers you could possibly get. And this guy's one of the best stalkers you can get. I highly recommend it. Your shop can basically run itself at that point, and all you need to do is like order the product and open cards. It's amazing and well worth it. With the money you spend on like paying their salaries every day, you can just open tons of packs and make most of that money back. And so it ends up being well worth it in my personal opinion. Another thing is the reviews currently do not mean anything in the game. Now, this is going to change in the future, if I am not mistaken. I believe the developers have talked about how this will be changed in the future. Eventually, these reviews will matter. But right now, they really don't. So it doesn't matter if you're getting a bunch of negative reviews as of the recording of this video. It's not going to actually negatively affect your shop, but supposedly in the future, it actually will affect how many customers come to your shop. So just keep that in mind. There will be an update eventually that changes this. I also recommend using these like auto scent things near the entrance. It's much better than, just placing them at random spots throughout the shop. Because if you have them at the entrance like this, to where people can't really avoid them, then they'll come in and just immediately go past all of them and get sprayed down so they don't stink up the place. And that is actually going to, help keep your customers happy. And obviously this will matter more when reviews actually matter, because one of the things that people can get mad about is the place stinking. So this is definitely an important thing to get used to doing. Have these set up to where like you can't really miss anyone. And when they're set up like this with like 3 or 4 of them like I have, if one runs out and I don't notice it, most likely the next one will have something in it to get the stinker sprayed down. It's just a good thing to practice. Something else that I made a unfortunate mistake on early on in the game was upgrading my shop too fast, to the point where I was having trouble affording it. So I don't recommend doing upgrades as fast as possible. Like, don't upgrade the second they unlock. Like right now, I don't need to purchase any more upgrades. Even though I could purchase 5 more of them, I really don't need to at this point, because the shop is big enough to hold everything that I want to sell. So don't over upgrade. Don't upgrade every single time you get like a new one purchasable. Just upgrade as you need more space, because If you just keep upgrading like crazy, your bill is just going to get more expensive every single day. Obviously, I already paid mine for this day, but I think I pay like $700 a day or something like that currently. And yeah, like some of the space I'm not even fully using. Like I could definitely have downsized a little bit here. I didn't need this quarter right here. And I definitely didn't need quite as much here because I could, you know, there's a little bit of space that I could definitely sacrifice here. So I don't recommend upgrading the second they become available. Just wait until you actually need the extra space. Something else that I just recently learned that is actually very helpful is, let's say you don't want to sell a particular item anymore, but you also don't want to spend the time boxing it up. You can just walk up to it, walk up to the shelf, press Q, and then press C and box up the entire shelf with everything on it, and you will not lose the items. Then you can just go up to it and open it up, place it back down whenever you want to. It's super nice, and it saves so much time if you don't want to box everything up, but you don't want to lose the product either. Something else that a lot of people, for some reason, don't seem to know about is right here in the settings, you can speed up how quickly packs are opened. By default, it's going to be down pretty low. So if you raise it all the way up, your packs will open up at this speed, which is so much better than what it is by default. Like at default, it is incredibly slow. Like let's take a look at this right here. We'll open up this pack right here. So much slower. And if you care about your time that you're spending in the game and you want to make the most of it, I definitely recommend jacking up the speed on opening packs. I also recommend turning off the show new card thing, because if you have this toggled on, it's going to stop every single time you get a card that's new. When honestly, it's better to just speed through them, and then at the end of that pack, it'll still show you like what are the new cards. So I recommend toggling that off as well. Something else that tons of people in the comments told me about, and I have absolutely loved doing it ever since, is if you are going to have tables in your shop and you want the tables, go for the like newest event that you have unlocked, because these are going to be, actually I've unlocked a new one. These are going to get you more value, and also they have better bonuses. So for example, this final one right here, Hollow Heaven. It's got the possible next day effect of all foil cards increasing in price. Or if it also has the chance of like a negative of certain card packs or cards decreasing in price. Now, it doesn't tell you what that is, but I think it can be a variety of different things. The one that I'm doing right now is cards with full art might increase in price, and cards with certain border might decrease in price. So select some of these higher end ones because you'll make more money off of them, and they also have better bonuses to them. Now, I think this is probably going to be the last tip for this video. Again, leave some comments down below letting me know tips that you learned that I may have missed in this video, and maybe I'll do a part 2 to this. But the last tip that I've got for today is, if all you want is ghost cards, open the cheapest packs that you can get. Whether it's like, if you're high enough to get the Destiny packs, open the cheapest one. If you don't have those yet, just open the basic packs. Because, you know, all of the different packs within a set have the same chance of getting a ghost card. For example, basic base set, rare base set, epic base set, and legendary base set all have a 1 in 1,000 chance to get ghost cards. So if that's all you care about, open the basic ones. And if you're opening Destiny packs, just go with whichever one is the cheapest, because every Destiny pack is going to have the same 1 in 500 chance of getting a ghost card. So just go with what's cheapest if all you care about is ghost cards. Me personally, I'm going for like all the high value cards. So I go for whatever is the highest end pack of that particular set. But hey, that's, you know, up to you. And well, guys, that is the end of part 1 of everything I learned from 100 days of TCG Card Shop Simulator. Like I said, leave some comments down below on tips you learned, and if I get enough of them collected in the comments, maybe we'll do a part 2, and it'll be like, instead of everything that I learned from 100 days of TCG Card Shop Simulator, I'll title it like everything I learned from you in 100 days of TCG Card Shop Simulator. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It's a huge help in getting these videos into the algorithm. And like I said, leave a comment. I'll see you guys later. Peace.